Start the day with a savory affair. Evening rolls around, time to chill and unwind. Tune in for chill streams where relaxation you'll find. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. Hatcher is the master of MTG lore. Live streams and videos are never a bore. Streams are fun, super chaotic. You'll be back as it's all hypnotic. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. Scrolling through my feed, looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. right. You never won't miss the vibe.
Bum bum billy boo, it's the Wondrous Historian. Hello! Hello! What's up, my friends? How are you doing? It is Sunday night. Hope you're feeling all right and keeping it tight. Or loose, whatever. However you want to do it, right? Now, back up. All right. Okay. First things first. Let me grab the live stream link and share that in the Discord since I have been gone for a little bit. So everybody won't exactly know that we're back over here in our tidy little corner doing a thing. All right. So, let's go. I just got back into town today, and I am like half exhausted. So, did I not change the thumbnail? Hold on. That ain't the right thumbnail. That ain't the right thumbnail, is it? 1 second. Let me fix that. Where do I fix that? Midstream, because that ain't right. I mean, it's still accurate, because we are going to crack some Call of the Stones, but it should say Delving Deeper, right? Where's that one? There we go. Okay, now the thumbnail and the title both match. All right, there we go. That's good. Okay. All right, excellent. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. All right, we'll swap that up. Perfect. Okay, hellos are in order. What up, Millmaster, Jess, Eng, Teferi, Dark, Death, Kentucky, Gianna, Potts, Zircon, Everyday, Lasagna, Shelton, Thompson, Double Strike. What is up, my friends? How are you doing? Jess, where did I go? I went to a number of different places, but we're not going to talk about that tonight because I want to talk about that when I'm feeling better. I am road weary, so I wanted something chill to do tonight that, I can just not have to worry too much overall about trying to focus on remembering all the different details and all the storytelling. So it's card action today, bro. It's card action today. We're going to be doing some more Wonders of the First, Call of the Stones cracking, all right? That is the plan. So we should be getting back to things as usual now. I'm done my traveling for this time frame at least, which is good. I'm supposed to go to the falls next month. So there is that. But now we're pretty much back to things as usual. Millmaster, I do not know what happened with that salt and pepper grinder thing, dude. I don't know. It's come on in. We got to talk about this real close. It's super serious stuff. So it says fulfilled by Amazon, which means it shouldn't have had any problems, but it did. So I didn't put that one back on the list. I deleted and put a different one on the wish list because I was like, who knows why it's doing that? I don't, so I'm not going to worry about it. So thanks for letting me know. Sorry for the hassle, and thanks for trying to hook me up. Now that that is resolved, let's just take a look. Let's just take a look at some cards, okay? Let's do some of that. Dark, it's always nice to take a break, but glad I'm back. Thanks, brother. What up, Juglum? It is nice to take a break. I've been running around doing a bunch of stuff. Gianna, I did not get a magic card your cousin was going to send to me. I haven't been to the post office in over a week, so I will be going tomorrow to see what is there. So we'll see how that goes, all right? Because I don't know. I do not know if something arrived or not. Millmaster, maybe the Amazon guy liked it too much. Maybe he wanted to salt and pepper his ball bag, right? Okay, so we're going to continue on from where we were. What's this? Hold on a second. Shelton super chatting to be Lord of the Board, which is harder to do on this channel. Great to see you back in the chair for another chill stream. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay. It looks like it's 2:22. Hold on. Whoop. Lasagna, that is indeed Tom Felton. Wonders is doing this thing where they're taking, instead of going the Universe Beyond route where they're taking outside properties and jamming them into their game, they are getting well-known celebrities and they are creating in-universe characters for those celebrities. So yeah, they have their own individual characters in the game. And I am privy to some of the ones that are coming next that haven't been announced, and they've got they're putting a lot of effort into trying to get different people on board with this. Gianna, one of your friends tracked the DoorDash meal and watched the guy pick up the food, take it to their house, and eat it. That sucks. That's also funny, you know? Like, you're not going to get caught, right? The people are hungry and they want their food. It's not like if you take some, like if somebody orders a book or something on Amazon and then forgets about it and like somebody swipes that, that's not nearly the same thing as, oh, look, you literally took the food that I was going to eat. Like, that's my next meal. You took my next meal. Obviously, I'm going to notice you took my fucking food, you know? Let's get him a little closer to the camera. Soon we should have a solution to these blurry camera problems, but for now, they are still somewhat prevalent, all right? So, we're going to look at stuff we haven't seen before. Now, I believe we've already seen this Riptide guy, I think. 4 cost, 2 power with Guardian +4. Some of them I'm going to remember, some of them I'm not, because it's been over a week since we cracked any of this stuff. And this is the new set, so I'm not 100% familiar with it. This Forge Keep Outpost is a land that says, on play, each player who controls another card here gains an energy. All right. Did I see that one? That seems all right. Lands with good abilities are always welcome, you know? Always welcome. Some excited about Vampirella. All right, I know we've seen Borak here, definitely, because we're on the hunt for cards that I have not seen, which will most likely move up into the common and uncommon categories. All right, another land. On arrival, each player reveals the top card of their deck. You can put them into the abyss. Definitely saw this one. The lands I like to stop and get more familiar with because they do feel more relevant. Yamagoro, you want to get yourself a Tom Felton card? Well, hopefully you crack one, brother. Detonate. I've seen this one. Target player sacrifices a wonder that attacked this round. I mean, that's all right. Holding cards back in your hand can make them wonder if you're going to be able to destroy one of their attackers. Nothing wrong with that. I remember that one. Quick Shot, the Storm Falcon. Oh, he's a token. I was like, I don't remember seeing this one. So this is a 3-power flying token. So these are Story Seeker tokens, Stone Seeker story tokens. So the Stone Seekers, you can tap them to generate tokens. And this is one of the things that this guy can generate. This one's for, what does it say? The print is so tiny for my old man eyes. Roman Silvershot. There you go. There you go. Okay, so now we move into the stuff where it gets more interesting. We got rare action. This is Pelawing Soarer, 3 cost, 3 power, and it has call and flying. So, well, all right, this gives you more maneuverability. Call lets you move a character, wonder, I should say, that as long as the... Let me just double check how it works. Yeah, I know you have to control a stone. The control of the wonder has to control a stone. So, on arrival, another wonder moves 1 realm closer if its controller has the stone there. So you can use flying to maneuver this guy around into different realms after attacking. And then you can use call to either move your guys or your opponent's guys as well. So, like a lot of Thalwind action, it's a bit finicky. It's not always going to work out perfectly, but if things are set up in the right way, you're going to be having a good day, right? And I do like that, like, it's got 2 strong abilities, but it also has barely any text going on. So you just get a lot of actual card without like a million words on it. Because, man, sometimes some games have so much text on them. I mean, Magic's getting bad for this too, where there's a gigantic blob of text. And by the time you get to the end of it, you're like, yo, I forgot half of what this card does. Oh, we got a mythic rare, Final Protocol armor. Wait, was it this one? I think this, yeah, this was one of the cards that I got despoiled, bro. I think I already have copies of this too. Mythic rare action. So this one's interesting. It has cost equal to the total of cost items in the Abyss. So if you have it at the beginning, you can just put it out for free, right? And then the equipped wonder gets plus X, where X is equal to the total cost of items you control. So as you get more items in the graveyard, this thing's cost goes up, the boost it gives goes up, and it counts all your other items too. So it's just something that's going to scale and get potentially ridiculous. There's a reason it's mythic. All right, and then we got an epic story token. We got Kaya's electromagnetic goggles. Hey, Yamagoro, didn't you crack a Kaya? Don't you have Kaya Shockblade? Or Shockbite, I should say. So this token says, whenever Equipped Wonder moves, put a +1 counter on it. If Equipped Wonder moves this round, it can't be targeted by opponents or opponents' cards. All right, that's not too shabby. Very specific what deck you can use it in, but that's pretty sweet, man. Lasagna, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is bad for a lot of text too. So is Metazoo. All right, then we've got a Spore-born token. Oh, look at this. He's like a little regal mouse king, but he's got a whole bunch of spores on his back. Bad deal. Bad deal. Some you hate it when cards have an extra ability that rarely triggers so you forget about it. I feel you, brother. Then we got a card of pink crystals. I remember seeing this one. This is a pretty ornate card, just to be carting around crystals, don't you think? Yamagoro, you're wondering what her 6th token was? Oh, you haven't seen it before. Cool. Then we got the Corsair Sea to Command. I like this one. At the beginning of the round, if you control a stone here, draw a card, right? And it's secondary. You can literally play 3 of these things if you want to. Feels really good. Feels really good. Every Stone Seeker has 6 tokens. Oh, okay, cool. I did not know that, Yamagoro, so thanks for the heads up, brother. All right, we got more pack action. Don't worry, we got more. We got more. We got a Narblob, which is a 1-cost, 3-power vanilla guy. I don't think we saw him, though. Bloomstone Stream. On play, you may tap a wonder you control here to gain an energy. I remember seeing this one and thinking, this is pretty decent. This is pretty decent. Some can't fool you, even if they're upside down. You see them, brother. Teferi, you like the playmat? Yeah, this is actually a mouse pad. For this size screen, I use a mouse pad instead of a playmat. All right, we've seen Lucas. Nightfall Scavenger. Yep, we've seen this guy. Seen this one as well. We saw these guys in the previous stream. Divine Gate Summoner. Okay, this guy we have not seen. 2 cost, 2 power. On battle, sacrifice this, then return target non-mage wonder you own with a cost 4 or less from the Abyss to this realm. Oh, okay. That's not too shabby at all. That's not too shabby at all. Bringing dudes back from your graveyard, from your Abyss, for multiple use, has some real potential to it. And maybe at some point there'll be a dude who costs 4 or less that'll let you get this guy back from the graveyard, so you can really start cheese bagging. You know, cheese bagging. Oh, we got an epic rare extracted fungal goo. Have you guys ever had your fungal goo extracted? I hope you tipped the doctor. All right, this is a legendary item. 3 cost. Sack it for free. Create a token copy of target wonder. It's a Fungorian addition to its other classes. Sacrifice it at the end of round. Oh, that's pretty strong, man. 3 to have an item that just sits there waiting, and when you're ready to, you can just copy anybody on either side of the board, right? Like, that's pretty sweet. Vloggerino, what's up? Excited about that fungal goo. I knew that about you. You seem like the type of lady who'd extract some fungal goo. Guys, if you need your fungal goo extracted, Vloggerino's here to offer her services. All right? But watch out. It will create a wonder, but she will sacrifice it at the end of turn. You know what? That's kind of dark. Let's just move on and let's just pretend I didn't say that. Okay, we got Anabrak, which is a story token. 1 power, unstable. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. On death, create a 1 power skeleton token. Hey, guess what? On my death, I also create a skeleton token. So, twinsies. Then we got the Mystia Paradox Strider. All right. He's a 1 power Guardian 2 token. Then we got a Ripple Song. I remember this one. Trigger each on-arrival ability of each land you control. Feels gross later on, you know, where you can just have your lands go off a second time, all of them. And then Sir Cedric Greenleaf. Well, this guy thinks a lot of himself. Look at that stance. 2 cost, 3 power. If another legendary wonder would be destroyed, you may instead remove all counters from that card. If any counters are removed this way, sacrifice this. Interesting. So you can put a +1 counter on a legendary wonder and just go, you know what? I'm going to let this guy take the fall instead. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. What up, Larry? Yamagoro, the motorbike token and ferret token are both expensive. The ferret token specifically, as far as I understand, is the most desirable of all of the tokens. So if you get that one, that was what everyone was making a big hullabaloo about. Look at that, what a fancy word. A big hullabaloo at the Shattering about that one. My phone case broke. My phone case broke while I was traveling. What's wrong with you, phone? Stop that. Okay, there we go. So now the power button's all messed up, which is really genuinely annoying. Okay. Let's see what's in the next booster pack. We be boosting, yo. All right. We got Aaron. I think we saw this guy before, right? Aaron Shadow Mixture. 2 cost, 3 power. At the end of the round, if a wonder died this round, you can put a -1 counter on target wonder in this or an adjacent round. That's okay. Shrink down your opponent's guys a little bit. Just a teeny weeny. Radiant Crusher. That's what I call my dong. 5 cost, 7 power. On play, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's Umbrathine, draw it. Otherwise, put it in the abyss. Oh, okay. I've seen most of this cycle already, but I don't remember seeing the Umbrathine one. So we've got these across all the orbitals. This is a big one, though. Electra Foliage. Seen this one. Definitely have seen Cecil Todd. Evading Maestro. This feels familiar. 2 cost, 5 power. Unstable, attuned. Okay. All right. We just saw this. All right, we got a rare Rin Striker. 5 cost, 5 power. On play, if you played any items this round, draw a card. Heart of a Legend. We already cracked her, didn't we? I feel like I remember this ability. And getting to draw 2 cards if you actually have a legendary out feels really good. Feels really good. And she's Heliosynth. I have a ton of items in my deck, so that is a great ability. Epic Rare, Laurelin Gleamfinder. 5 cost, 5 power. On play, untap any number of wonders and items here. What? Bro, that's disgusting. You kidding me? You just get to untap as many as you want? That's ridiculous. What? Oh, Double Strike's going to be all over this with this Jarambe nonsense. For sure. Right? How could he not be? How is she 5 power? She looks like she's barely eaten. Lady, you need a sandwich. Little girl, you need a KFC bucket. Actually, no, KFC's gross now. You need a Popeyes bucket of chicken. Hashtag not affiliated with Popeyes. All right? Monster Tamer. Definitely seen this guy before. It's old Gus and his buddy. And then, oh, we got a foil rare. Mysterion Veilguard. 2 cost, 3 power. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, if this is untapped, you may tap it. If you do, nullify that spell. Oh, we've seen this guy before, too. Tap to nullify is gross. Gross. Jess, you didn't know phone cases broke? Oh, yeah. They're not all designed to be indestructible. Some of them are just designed for like a certain level of protection, and some of them are just designed for looks. They're not all. There are some cases that are so protective that the phone will actually kind of get pulverized inside the case. So the phone can still get messed up, even in an indestructible style case. What am I drinking, Vloggerino? I'm drinking some Barks root beer. But it's actually gotten pretty watered down, honestly. So once we finish this pack, I'm going to be swapping my beverage up. I'm going to be swapping it up. It's not doing much for me anymore. All right, we got we've seen this abyssal horror. Look at those eyes, man. You're just down in some sea cave. You're like, yo, what's up ahead? Oh, bad times. Bad times. And then we got Calvin McCracken, brother of Phil. 3 cost, 4 power. Tap for free. Target wonder with flying gets +3 or -3 or something. I remember this guy with Heart of a Legend. So you can either go 6 up or 6 down, or a combo of 3 up and 3 down, depending on if you have a legend out and if you want to boost one of your guys and waste one of your opponents. That's all right. Okay, so here's the next booster pack. You guys can keep it company while I just go and swap this drink out. It'll take me like a second, so no need for an intermission screen. Just gotta go grab my banana. Gotta milk my banana. Gonna milk my banana. Gonna milk my banana in the middle of the night. Gonna milk my banana in the middle of the night. Milking my banana all night long. Beep, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop. Got it wrong. Bump, ba-dup, ba-dup, bump. Milk it strong. Milking that banana. Okay. I got some banana milk. There we go. There we go. Okay, now is this gonna... Okay. Sometimes they have a little bit of foil on the top, sometimes they don't. So this one's definitely been tampered with, and I probably will be poisoned. So this will be my last stream, and I will be missed. Dark banana milk sounds good. It is good. Oh, the green, the bottle's kind of fading out of existence, but it is pretty good. Banana flavored. Okay. Next pack. Let's see what we got. Just sometimes people are proud of what they have, so they'll polish it up, bro. Okay, let's see. We've seen you. 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 Yarhar, Yarhar. Yarhar the Mouthy. 6 cost, 6 power. Guardian 2 and name a card. That card costs 3 more to play this round. Oh, so this is good if you use any kind of like bounce cards, where if you send cards back to your opponent's hand, or it's good if you just understand the meta of like what you're playing against. It's got genuine potential. At 6 cost, I don't know how effective it's gonna be, right? Like the Guardian 2 ability, I guess if you can, yeah, I don't know if you're bouncing guys. This one, I'm curious. I'm curious to see in action just how strong this is, you know? Then we got Augustine. I definitely remember seeing this guy. And this chick, I like her because she just cranks you free faith every single turn. That's great. And you can tap her for free to get, if you have 4 more faith, to give somebody +4 power. I think that's solid. Something that generates constant faith is great. And she's an uncommon legendary, which wasn't that common before. Then we got a foil Hugo Hot Air Hearst. I remember this guy. He lets you move people around. We saw this token. The Bus. You drive your guys around and you run people over. We've seen this guy. And Knighthood. Okay. We're starting to get to the point where we've seen a lot of the lower level cards, which is good. That's good. I'm going to be building out a play set of Call of the Stones. So once I get enough packs open and I've seen all the commons and uncommons and everything, then I'm going to end up starting to make a list of the cards that I actually need as we go along. Larry, I've never played it. How many cards are in the set? Some, I believe, about 450, including the story tokens overall. I might be slightly wrong about that number-wise. By the way, it's nice to be back hanging out with you guys. I miss the streams when we're not doing it. And just so you know, I have a whole bag of weird mystery foods and some other things for some goof bag stream action that we will do in the near future. All right, we got Burnished Blessing. 3-cost spell. All cards in target realm can't be nullified this round. Remove all null counters there. Draw a card. Interesting. This is the first card that I've seen that nulls nullification and removing null counters, because I thought null counters felt very permanent. Now, this does feel kind of niche, you know? So, I don't know. Vlog Arena, what foods did I get? Well, you know what? We can look at those after we get through the booster packs, I think. I think we'll have time for that. Skyfire Cannon. Don't remember this. 3-cost item. Equip Wonder gets +1. Whenever it moves, put a +1 counter on it. Okay. All right. I mean, you can move guys around a fair bit. This could actually provide a decent bonus. And we got Gemstone Guardian. 1 cost, 2 power. He's got Guardian +2. Yeah, okay. I remember seeing this one. It's a +6 boost. Star for Ursa. 3 cost, 4 power. On arrival, put a protector counter on it. Okay. Protector counters are alright. Like, when you have a protector counter on a guy, if your opponent was going to take the stone, instead, you just take a counter off your guy. Then we got Dr. Wapakoneta. 4 cost, 4 power. Ascend, gain control of target stone here. Ew. What? That's crazy. Okay. Ascend is when the 7th turn rolls around. So on turn 7, you just automatically gain the stone in the realm he's in. That's gross. And he's not even legendary, so you could have 2 of them. You could have 2 of them. So right on the last turn, you could automatically claim 2 of the 7 stones. That's strong, man. That's strong. Then we got a Soul Devour Spectre. Another rare. Nice. 4 cost, 3 power. Whenever a wonder moves into this realm, banish it. What? What? Okay, that's disgusting. You could just play a bunch of Thalwyn stuff or call cards and literally just move their dudes and go, oh, look, you moved into this realm. He's gone. That's really gross. Both Boundless, man. Wow, okay, Boundless is showing up fierce right here. Then we got a Glowsight Protector. 2 cost, 1 power, Guardian 3. And on arrival, put a protector counter on him. That's okay, actually. That's okay. Interesting. All right. The foil is Sergeant Ironfur. I remember this guy from the last stream. Storm Marauder token. Yep, we've seen this Rootling before. And we've seen the Junk Airship. Okay. All right. Yeah, McGraw, I did not find the treats on my journey. I already had them. I already got these treats previous to going away. Juglum, I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. Okay. Next pack, we got Rum Hunter. We've seen you. Emerald Hawk. Terramine Scourger. Haldor Gearson. Yeah, we've seen him. Azurwin's Crest. A land on arrival. Target player reveals a card at random from the hand. Yep, we've seen this one as well. And then we've got a Queel Rion Hermit, which is 2 cost, 1 power. Tap for free. Destroy target item that arrived this round. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And it doesn't actually have to be in the realm he's in, so you can destroy an item in any realm. Since my deck is really item heavy, I can't 100% say I'm happy to see that he exists. What up, Al? Oh, we got a mythic rare! Obsidian Heart. 7 cost, 6 power. Other dragons you control get +2. Okay, so he's a Dragon Lord. Token wonders you control are dragons and dragons in addition to other classes. So he gives all your tokens a +2 bonus, all your dragons a +2 bonus, and he's primary, which means you can play 2 of them. That's gross. 2 of these out, and your tokens are 5 power. That's gross. That's a good mythic. Foil rare as well. Agent Matoka. 2 costs, 3 power with call. On round end, you may return this to owner. All right, then we've got a Warrior of Dust token. And we've got a Sky Jumper Parachute. 2 cost item, equip wonder gets +2. Sacrifice for free, return target wonder you control to its owner's hand. All right, some good bounce action. Some good bounce action. Wait, is there something wrong with the stream, guys? Is it sorted itself out? Okay, it looks like it was for a second, and it has returned. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, on my end, it looks pretty strong overall. So if it did start to jork out, then I absolutely missed that moment. All right, we got a Bosco token. 1 power on attack, put 2 +1s on them. So the more you use them, the more benefit you're going to get. That's all right. Okay, next pack. Let's see what it be. All right, we've definitely seen this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this Mass Driver, yep. Ascension Tower. This is a land that when you play it, you may tap one you control. If you do, Celestrians and Luminous Blade of Attune Boundless is around. Yeah, I remember seeing this before, but the lands I definitely am reading again. Okay, we saw this token. Here we go. We got a rare. Oh, it's right in the name. Rare Lavender. 3 cost item. Whenever you use a tap ability of a wonder, that wonder gets +4 this round. Sacrifice it for free. Enemies here get -1 this round. Have I seen this before? I don't know. This would actually team up very well with that one wonder that untaps everything, right? Where's the rarity printed? Oh, that must be when the stream jorked out. Down here. See the R? R stands for rare. C stands for common. That's it. Then we've got Nixara Kainwalker. 3 cost, 3 power, Death Strike. Yep, definitely seen her before. Bound by Blood. Yep, we saw that one in the last stream. We got a Foil Emberblaze Encampment. On Harvest, you can pay 3 energy. If you do, gain a free attack. That's great if you have a ton of energy and want attacks. Then we got a Divine Protector token. Krokarum Pond Watcher. 4 cost, 5 power. On arrival, return a spell you own from the Abyss to your hand. That's always nice. Come into play abilities that give you resources back. Not too shabby. And then Total Cosmic Bloom. 1 cost item. Sack for free. Target wonder gets +X or -X this round, where X is its power. So you can take your guy down to 0. So as long as you have a -1 counter, this +1 -1 counter can take out anybody. That sounds pretty good. Or you can just boost up somebody as well. That can be interesting. Every day, yep. I like how much of the real estate is actually used for artwork as opposed to just rules text. They make you feel the same as when you first saw Magic cards. Me and Double Strike talked a fair bit about how we have getting into this game had the same kind of feeling as when we started playing Magic. So I feel you on that, brother. All right, we've seen Nebula before. We've seen this flying shark. Featherfall Cliffs, a land. On play, you can tap a wonder you control. Here, if you do, target wonder gains flying this round. That's pretty strong, actually. Giving somebody flying, you just throw them off the cliff. You can fly! Look at me! Then we have seen Alara Starwielder, not looking too bad. Notshell Shark, 1 cost 3 power vanilla. Oh, Twin Titan Warhammer. Yeah, we've seen this, right? 4 cost rare. Whenever equipped wonder battles, you may put 2 -1 counters on target wonder here. That's pretty sweet. Each time you swing in, you can shrink one of their guys. Hey, we got a mythic. We got Heatseeker. This is Kaya Shockbite's bike. Tap it for free. Move this and target one you control here to target realm. And on round end, if you control a legendary wonder here, untap this. Oh, so you can move around every single turn? Huh. That's pretty strong. That is pretty strong indeed. And then we've got a foil epic rare. Nice. Kronar Cogmind. 5 cost 4 power. When you play him, if an ability to target wonder was triggered this round, trigger it again. Okay. Okay, wow. Just an extra use of an ability. That feels pretty strong. That feels pretty good. Okay, we've seen this token. Kalen Swiftmane. We've definitely seen this guy. We've definitely seen this guy. 2 cost 4 power. And then Dreadsight, which is a legendary story token wonder. Whenever a player sacrifices a legendary item, put 2+1 counters on it. Okay. I don't know how many cards will actually trigger that, but I presume maybe other story tokens, specifically that go with Valen Voss will. Maybe. I guess we shall see on that front. All right. Every day, why do these characters look so cool? You feel like you reach out and touch them? Well, it's good you feel that way, bro. It's nice to be excited about stuff. All right, we got a Sharknado. I've seen this before. Stun target wonder. If the target wonder is flying, gets -2 this round. Just blast it out of the sky with lightning. Strangely Quiet Cemetery. Land on harvest. Return target wonder you own with cost 1 from the abyss to this realm. That's pretty sweet, actually. Being able to rest a guy just by harvesting a land. Time Temple. On harvest, you have 3 or more cards in banishment. Gain an additional action. Ew. Okay. That's pretty good. Also, it looks pretty sweet, man. Time Temple, like a Chrono Church. I can get down with that. Rust Ram version IX. 2 cost, 2 power, and it's got call. Okay. Smolder Bug, seen this guy. Look at how ornate he is. Calder Blazebringer. 5 cost, 6 power. He's rare. Tap for free. Target wonder gets +1 this round for each stone you control. Okay. All right. You can get up to, theoretically, a +7 bonus. I mean, if you have a bunch of attacks, maybe. Feels a little underwhelming, honestly. For a rare. As a top ability. Because I feel like most of the time you're only going to have like 3 or 4 stones if you're lucky. So, I mean, the fact that it's a tap for free, though, I guess it doesn't cost you an action to tap them. So that needs to be taken into account as well, right? It is kind of like a complete bonus spell tacked onto them. So that does make a difference. That definitely does make a difference. Oh, fuck! Look at that shit! We got the fucking Stone Seeker that goes with the rare bike. This is literally Kaya Shockbite, who goes with that bike that we just got. Where's that bike at? That's right there. Bam. Bam. Bum, 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 bum. All right, look at that. So, 4 cost, 7 power. On play and tap free. Create a story token in this or an adjacent realm. So she can just tap to create tokens like the bike. That is a sick pull. Nice. That's a good score right there. All right, then we got Self-Decimating Lightning. Yep, I remember seeing this one. And then we got Foil. Even though it's common, lands always welcome. Always welcome. Radiant Dunes. The next item you play here this round costs 1 less. Getting item discounts. That's Techno Historian style. That's what the Techno Historian does. So this is the Techno Historian land. Double Strike may have used the item stones. Oh, okay. We got Wretched Raider. Celestial Past Rider. 4 cost, 6 power. Sacrifice for free. Look at the top 2 cards of target player's deck. You may banish one. Heart of a Legend. So if you have a legendary out, you can actually just banish the top 2 cards off your opponent's deck. That could be good. Could also be not that great. And then we got Viklara. 4 cost, 4 power. Tap for free. You may banish a Solfera first form from your hand. If you do, untap this and it becomes a copy of it this round. Okay, part of the cycle that we've seen. Part of the cycle that we have seen. Some, I don't think they specify who have done the tweaks to the artwork, no. There's definitely, it's like, they start with the base and then, figure it out from there. But I don't think they specify. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it's Tinsman's son might be one of the ones who does that. But I can't 100% recall. Okay, so we've seen this. Okay, we're going to have seen probably, I think we might have seen all the commons by now. Because we've seen all these. Oh, all right, we got another Soarer. That's all right, because it's a primary, which means I need multiple for my collection. Nothing wrong there. And we got a Wanted poster. This is a rare that costs 2. Sacrifice it for free. Whenever target wonder dies this round, gain 3 energy and draw a card. And it's a tuned Heliosynth. And that is, I actually have a special one of these that I got in the alternate pack. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's in here. So I got a special version of the Wanted right there. Huh? That's funky. Okay. Some, no, it's Tom Felton. Yeah, McGraw, you pulled the foil Wanted card in your silver pack. Did you get the exact same artwork or did you get different artwork? Oh, shoot, we got a mythic. We got a mythic. 7 cost, 6 power. Great Red Stool Raptor. On battle, put 4 -1 counters on target enemy here. Oh, and that's flying. Gross. You can just fly it around and it's just ripping people up with its talons. That's crazy. Thompson, you opened some Wonders cards a few days ago. Nice. What up, Spurl? All right, we got a foil Star Strider. Have we seen this guy? 3 cost, 0 power. On arrival, nullified target card here this round. Unstable. And on death, create a 1 power Paradox. I don't remember. We got the Max token. Colossabear. I actually have an OCM of that guy. And then Crimson Wave Assassination, which I might also have an... I have a formless foil of that, I believe. Okay. Oops. Give the camera a little love tap there. Oh, that's why. That stays over there for now. All right, next pack. We have seen this. A land that gives players +3 maximum hand size. Transitions end. Okay. Crazy. All right, we got Archelon. He's rare. 5 cost, 7 power. Tap him for free. Reveal the top card of each opponent's deck. Then put them back and each player draws a card. Oh, okay. So everybody's going to get to draw, but you know what they draw. It's not too shabby with a big fat body. And the fact that you can bounce them around or bounce them back to your hand or reuse them. With other cards, obviously. Double rare pack. We got Liminal Province, a rare land. Now we're talking. On arrival, if this arrived in a high realm, so realm 7, 6, or 5, players can't spend actions to draw this round. Okay. All right. Shut down people's draws. All right. Henry Littlefoot. 4 cost, 3 power. On arrival, make a 1 power max token in this or an adjacent realm. Okay. All right. We got another foil land. On play, you may tap a wonder you control. Or if you do, put a +1 counter on target wonder. Nice little boost if you tap a guy who doesn't have abilities. Doesn't seem too shabby. Oh, yeah, there you go. You got a max token right there. That's always nice when you get the token to go with the card in the same pack. Lasagna, your one true love, Vlogarinos here. There you go. This is the love boat, buddy. All right, we've seen this, and we've seen the Cloudkins. Okay, so we've seen those. We have seen those. Okay, and this pack is the last pack from that box, but I do have one other thing on top of it for now. All right, we've seen this, and this, and this. Seen you, seen you, seen you. Here we go. Empowered Cow. 5 cost, 5 power. Awaken +2 and harvest gain an action. So, it's a wonder that acts as a land. That's pretty good. That's pretty good overall. Kirk Ulrich. 3 cost, 4 power. Guardian +3. Okay. Stoliva, 3 cost, 2 power. On play, untap target Umbrathine Legendary Wonder. That's pretty sweet. She is definitely very dark. Oh, what is this? This is an alt art, isn't it? Yeah, this is. This is an alt art formless foil. On play, you may tap a wonder you control here. If you do, put a +1 counter on target wonder. We already saw this in the regular version. Huh. Spurl, do lands act similar to Magic? No. No, they don't. You gain your energy to play spells, incrementally increasing each turn, and based on the number of stones you have. The lands tap to give you actions, and also they give you a link to whatever orbital. So as long as you have a land out, there'll be cards that you can only play if you have, first of all, you have to have a link. So if a card has a symbol up in the corner, then you have to have the land with that symbol on it to even be able to play that card. But on top of that, when you have a link to it, oh no, wait, sorry, it says they all have symbols. What am I talking about? I meant to say if it has the word core by the symbol. My bad. So you can't play a core card unless you have the land with that symbol. So when I said you had to have the symbol to play it, that's not true, right? It has to say the word core. And that is a restriction that says you have to have a land of that particular type in play before you're able to play core cards from that orbital. But on top of that, when you have a link, it also reduces the cost of all of your spells of that particular orbital. So this guy says 4, but if you actually have the land out, he costs 3. All right? Okay. I'm actually going to pop this into this pack right here because that's special. That's a special one right there. So we'll keep that separate. So we got a Feral Gherkin and Jerkin. Starweaver City. If this is in a high realm, create a 1 power Paradox Strider token. So when you harvest it, you can make a little dude. That's okay. And Ikoka Savvy. Wow, this is a 1 power token that goes with the Stone Seeker that I cracked in one of the packs. Tap for free, move target item here. Okay. All right, you send this little kid out. Go steal me something. Go steal me some crap, you little urchin. child labor. But I also have a dragon pack. The craziness. The juice, boys. The absolute juice. We're going to open that, but why don't we take a look at the bag of treats that I have for a future stream before we do that. We'll give it a moment. Jess, if there's no afterlife after you die, do you think there's a chance you'll perceive again once there's a universe that makes you again after this universe ends? No? Wouldn't that be an afterlife? Right? You think all the atoms that make you up are all going to end up in the exact same spot again? No. No. That's a big no, bro. Okay, so let's see what we've got in the universe sack. Oh, all right. All right. Some of these are going to be terrible. Most of them are probably going to be terrible. We've got poutine flavored chips. We've got beef taco chips. Wolf's Rain was stupid. That was a terrible anime. Awful. Rain. We've got Craxel pretzel pieces, garlic bread flavored. Very questionable. I would love for something in here not to be terrible, but I don't believe they will be. We got pretzel pizzazz, cinnamon brown sugar. These might have a chance of being okay. We've got Crybaby sour balls. Sour gumballs, are they? Extra sour bubble gum. Caution, you'll only cry for 40 seconds. Stay with it. Sounds like what I say to the ladies. You only cry for 40 seconds. Stay with it. Okay. And then we've got a few more things in here too. We've got, these ones will probably be okay. Sesame bars with chia vegetarians. And then Snickers cookies. So these are all for a future food stream or wheel stream with these as options. Joglum, you've been hooking up on the Suzy Q's. All right. All right. Back into the universe, they disappear. Swallowed up into the nothingness, as we all one day shall be. Oh, I'm depressed now. Just a little. Okay. Maybe some milk for baby. That's right, Sam. That's the real magic. Make it appear and disappear. Jess, you love watching near-death experience stories. It's just hallucinations of a mind that is freaking out at the edge of extinction, bro. Bum, 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 bum. It's not like there's some, well, we actually touched the other universe. I did too, and it was all buttholes. But one of them was God's butthole, and it farted the truth of life to me. It went... and I felt his cosmic love. It was warm. Didn't smell too good. You know? Come on, man. Come on. All right. Bump, 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 bump. Dragon pack. These packs are insane. Everything in them is formless foil craziness and stuff of that nature. Even if they are like more low-level cards, it's all formless foils. The Wonders people hooked me up with some of these packs to open at the Shattering, but like a naughty boy, I saved most of them to open with you guys instead, because it's more fun to open packs with you guys. So I was supposed to open these at the Shattering for trading and enjoyment, but I was like, okay, I'm going to open my collector boosters. I'm going to save my dragon boosters. Got to drip feed them out, boys. All right, so we got a Nightfall Scavenger, which is 4 cost, 3 power. Whenever a wonder dies, put a +1 counter on him. He eats your garbage. You are garbage. Spro, get some chocolate milk. Do it. Ooh. Formless Foil Ash Mines. This is the one where you can tap a wonder you control to give a guy -2 this round. Just being able to do that by playing a land isn't too shabby at all. Not too shabbily dabbily do. These all get sleeved. They all get a sleeve. Oh, straight into the rare action. Tau Mecha Standard Armor. What is this? 1 cost item. Equip Wonder gets +4. Wow. On round end, sacrifice Equip Wonder unless it's a token. Oh, interesting. And it's got a tuned Heliosynth. So you can either use this as a temporary boost and sack your guy if you somehow want to sack them, or just, you know, another reason that you would just want a temporary boost and don't mind losing your guy. Or you can make a token into a fat honk bag. Spurl, no problem, buddy. Glad you enjoy. Then we got an epic foil rare, the Reaver's Revenge, which is a 6 cost, 3 power pirate airship. On play, untap target item and gain control of it. Oh, just for good? Awesome. And it's got flying. That's so gross. And very pirate-like. Juggling, you buy the Nestle Quick Powder. You can't get that in banana no more. You can't get that in banana no more. Maybe in Britain. Okay. Oh, fuck, we got it. Man, I wanted Mechanicsburg. I got to spoil this card. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh yeah, give me a Mechanicsburg. And here we have it. Mythic Formless Foil. This is a legendary land. Whenever an opponent passes, you can create a 1-power pirate token in a realm where you control a ship or airship. The way that the turn sequence goes in Wonders is I get to do something, you get to do something. I get to do something, you get to do something, until we both pass back to back. So your opponent can pass trying to maneuver and get you to do stuff. But this one will let you make 1-power pirate tokens anywhere you control a ship or airship. So if they pass, you punish them. This is the only card that exists that punishes your opponents for passing, and it's a land. So very, very cool. That's a sweet score. That is a very sweet score, honestly. I was not expecting to get Mechanicsburg. It's a flying pirate city, bro. Then we got the Reef Raider token. Even the token is Formless Foil. Then we got a Cinderblaze Enclave. On Harvest, if this is in a high realm, create a 1-power Viking token. So 5, 6, and 7, you get a little Viking guy. And then a Spiny Justic Ebb, 5 cost, 4 power with Rage. And if you don't know what Rage does, when the creature arrives, it can attack right before the next player takes their turn. But if you do, you sacrifice him at the end of the fight. So it's a trade-off. You can kind of jump the queue and get an extra attack out of it or whatever. But then you lose the guy. So you got to decide if that's worth it or not. But again, Formless Foil. Not too shabby. That was a nice pack, man. And scoring Mechanicsburg specifically is very sick. And we got a pirate airship to go with it. That's cool. And the token's a pirate too. He's a little 1/1 pirate token, see? He's a shark pirate. I don't know if there's a different token that you use with him, or you get to use any token that's a pirate, but that's pretty cool, man. We got it all together. Pretty sweet pack overall. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, that was a fair bit of the juice. Ultimately, I'm pleased with how that turned out. And I do have more Call of the Stone stuff. I do have more Call of the Stones boosters and a bit more of the Dragon booster action as well. So it's going to play out well. I also have some other random things for when we do wheel streams. I've got a little horror ball. It's a random ball that has a horror character in it. And then also some random Disney sticker packs. We got a bunch of random stuff coming through. Jess, do I have a blender for smoothies? No, actually. I do not own a blender. There are many things that I do not own, and a blender numbers amongst them. I do have a slow cooker, though. And guess what? I'm going to be making some stew. I picked up all the ingredients for stew today. Potatoes are so cheap. I got an entire 10-pound bag of potatoes for $2. I don't even know how that's economically feasible. How do you grow that many potatoes, harvest them, package them, and get them to a store and sell them for $2? Like, how does that work? Genuinely. I don't understand. It's amazing. It's amazing. It just feels like a crazy good deal. Like $2 for 10 pounds of potatoes. Who even cares like that they start to grow eyes after a while and you got to throw them out? One time I had a bag of potatoes that was left like in a cupboard and completely forgotten about for so long that they fucking liquefied. Like not all the potatoes, but like half the potatoes in them liquefied. And there was just this viscous, disgusting ooze. Normally the viscous, disgusting ooze emanates from my fleshy form. As opposed, it emanates from some different potatoes. That's not a good way to describe that at all. Never mind. Sperl, are the dragon packs better than other packs and wonders? Oh yeah. Okay, so you have like regular foils. You have your non-foils. You have your regular foils. Then you have formless foils. And formless foils are your more desirable foils. They're more rare than like the normal foils. They're not as rare as orbital color matches, right? OCMs. If you want to know more about the different stages of foils and desirability, watch the video that I put out on this channel. My most recent video, The Holy Grail of Card Collecting and the Wonders Rainbow. Hold on. I'll grab the link for you if you want it. So if you watch that video, I will talk about the progression of the rares, where you basically have you have your regular version, then you have your classic foil, then you have your formless foil, and then you move up to OCM, and then stone foil at the very top with the one of one serialized. So formless foils are the top tier before you get into serialized foils, right? And formless foils, coming real close for this, they show up very rarely, like very rarely. I think out of this box, we cracked like one, maybe, right? They show up, even out of collector boxes, I think they show up like maybe one out of every 5 or 6 packs. Don't quote me on that because I don't actually know. That's just like a gut feeling. But they show up very rarely. The dragon boosters are all formless foils or better. Some of them have serialized cards in them, formless foil mythics. Like they show up very infrequently in regular packs. The formless foils are more desirable versions. So the Dragons pack, Dragon boosters are like Magic's collector boosters. Everything is special though, so they're technically better. They're ultra juiced, like ultra juiced. They are awesome to open, but I have very few of them. Very few. So we're going to have to stretch them out big time. Whoop, you know? That's why it's like just one. Sperl, have I ever tried growing my own herbs like parsley or cilantro? I haven't. I did recently think about trying to grow mint. Like some mint leaves, you know? Yeah, Magaro makes stew and potato wedges. I put potato in the stew, you know? Chop it up into chunks. I'm going to use Millmaster's trick of holding the potato in a cloth or whatever when I peel it, so I don't peel my fingers like an idiot. Because I've done that. I've peeled my fingers right up. And that's an unappealing thing to be doing. Ha ha! Terrible. But yeah, I grew my own lemon tree at one point. I had it for like 6 years. It might be an alright idea to grow some more plants, honestly. Oh, juggle them. Yeah, I've definitely tried that before. So yeah, man, 10-pound bag of potatoes for $2. How do they do that? How do they do that? It's insane. Juggling, you eat a lot of potatoes? All right. Yeah, I guess right about now would be a good time to be planting some stuff anyways, wouldn't it? The weather's finally starting to shift. Not too shabby. Good time to be going out walking. I got back into Pokemon Go. I played it a long time ago, like forever ago. Many moons ago when it came out. And now I've kind of got back into it because it's fun to mess around with while you're out walking about anyways, you know? Every day you're planting stuff right now? Okay, all right. Jess, you just got reminded you got potatoes and you're making fries? Sweet. Enjoy, man. I have a bag of frozen fries, and I actually have the packet to make poutine gravy. I just need to pick up some cheese curds. They are back in stock at the grocery store. I thought they might have discontinued carrying them, but they have them back, so I might just do that. Joglum, you're jealous about cooking a roast? I've got stew beef, so it's already cut into chunks. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And this time when I separate it out to put some portions in the freezer, I'm going to make sure that each portion has actual meat chunks. Because somehow the one serving of stew that I had potato chunks. It had no chunks at all of beef. It just had tiny little shreds of beef. And it looked like more beef when it was frozen. But as it melted, all the little beef shreds drifted to the bottom and it was nothing. It was so annoying. What up, Tony? Emon, can I explain Wonders of the First? Yeah, real simple. It's a card game where you're battling to control these stones of power. It goes across 7 different realms and 7 different turns where you scale up the amount of energy that you have. So you start off small in one realm, and then each turn a new realm opens up. So you can end up battling across all the realms. You can focus on particular realms. You can totally get into that sunk cost fallacy where you focus way too much on the first couple realms and you're battling over those instead of actually worrying about later ones. But the way you win is by controlling more of the stones by the end of the game. And to do that, you want to use wonders, right? So wonders are basically like creatures, monsters, however you want to put it. And you use those to battle for control of the stones. Whoever has more of the stones at the end of the game wins. It's that simple. Pretty straightforward. If you've played card games like Magic or whatever, you will pick it up surprisingly fast. So I went down there to check out the game last year for the first time. The Inventor Double Strike came along with me. We played it, picked it up pretty much instantly, and had a good time. So it's pretty straightforward, honestly. But as the realms open up, you got a lot more options, a lot more things to pay attention to. So you start focused over here, and then you just kind of widen that focus, and things can get crazy. Other than eating coconut oil, how did the falls go? Sparrow, all that stuff will be discussed in my travel stream, which will happen sometime soon. Tony, you got a new guy interested in the game? Show him some cool shit, please and thank you. Sure. Check it out. This is like a butterfly. And if there was like a shadow and you could see it on the wall, that would be like a butterfly. And then like, hold on. Oh wait, no, that's something else. This is what I showed the ladies. Nope, that's not a dog. How do you do the dog? Is it like this? See, if there were shadows right now, this would be a dog. It looks like I'm having a medical emergency. Was that cool enough, Tony? Did I do it? Am I a cool guy now? How about this? Wow! Whoa, I'm part of the universe. Look at me. Tony wanted me to show you something about the game, but fuck that. How does the harvest interaction work? Well, how the game goes is every turn you get 3 actions. You can use actions to play cards, you can use actions to draw cards, you can use actions to initiate attacks, and also to activate particular abilities, right? So you're normally set to 3 of those. But you tap a land, it gives you an extra action. So you can build up a bunch of lands and then have a crazy turn where you get a ton of actions, or you can like use them here or there depending, you know? Lasagna, trust me, it's better to wait for the travel stream because I'm kind of wiped out today, you know? Yeah, McGraw, Dairy Queen in the US offers cheese curds and you're always delivering that? Just cheese curds or like poutine? Just getting bags of curds for free from somebody who owns a poutine truck, a friend? That's awesome. That's awesome. Iman, I couldn't tell you what the average deck costs in all honesty. I am not really up with the meta. You know, like, I don't know what the best decks are and all of that. I'm treating this the same way that I treated Magic when I started playing. I'm just slapping together what I think is fun and having fun. You know, my buddy Double Strike plays a Jarombe deck where it's like, I'm going to smash your stones and stuff. So we're not playing like high. Well, actually, I guess he's playing. Some of his decks are probably more competitive. I guess I should just speak for myself. I am not worrying about power level. I'm worrying about enjoyment level. And I'm not rushing to the end game because I find that once you do that, it really just limits you. You know, or like if all you care about is the most powerful, crazy stuff and the most busted decks, then you remove 95% of the game. So I am on a journey of discovery and enjoyment. That's the plan. That is the plan. Lasagna, you're happy that I'm back after a week? I'm happy to be back, brother. I'm happy to be back. It's nice. The hanging out in the streams provides a certain level of stability for me in life. You know, it's become... essential might not be the right word for it, but it's pretty damn close. It's pretty damn close, you know? Iman, listen, you want to know the easiest way to just steal some of Tony's cards? Tony showed you the decks that he built. Just take some of his cards when he's not looking, right? And if he is looking, just bam, give him a thumb in the eye, or 2. Just go like this, bam, and then whoop. Just put some cards in your pocket, bro. And then run. What's he going to do? What's Tony going to do? Go down into Valley and cry? Ha ha. See, I did that with his name. Spurl, you were lost without me streaming every day. Even your wife was like, is he okay? Well, that's sweet. I'm glad you guys care. She probably made you fold twice as many socks to keep your stress level from spiking too high. But yeah, rest assured, I am okay. I don't know if you guys worry more because of all the stuff that I've been going through lately. You know, admittedly, life has been more challenging, right? Do have that low grade depression that is existing with me, but you know, I did talk to Carly recently, and she's doing all right overall, but she's also, you know, feeling a little low too, you know, talking about the things like, you know, we were there for each other all the time. So, you know, you can end up missing something. Obviously you do. That's how it goes. But, you know, onwards and upwards, or sideways and evenwards, however. Death, did you miss the update on a potential partnership, sponsor, collaboration? No. These things take time. So I don't know what's going on right now. I do know there's one sponsorship that's in the works that has already been firmed up, and I might even have something from them in the mail tomorrow. So you might see that in a video in the next week or whatever. The other sponsorship is, it's up in the air right now. It may or may not happen. The fact that I'm in Canada can sometimes throw a monkey wrench into things where like people reach out to me and then they realize the logistics of getting things to me in Canada and the way that it changes the timeline makes it a non-viable option. So I don't want to say any sponsorships like what they are or what they could be. I've learned from the past. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. So I gotta wait until this thing's a chicken to show it to you. You feel me? And then that way, if it doesn't turn out, you guys won't be disappointed. You know? I mean, I'll be disappointed, but I can do that quietly. Hey, thanks, Iman. Appreciate it. Yeah, McGraw. Yeah, I know. I saw the message on the Discord and people going, "Hey, what's going on with him?" And I'm like, I forgot to make an announcement saying that I was going to be gone for a bit. It's for good reasons though. So I'll tell you, because I went to a bunch of different places and did a bunch of different stuff and got sunburnt as well. So got some stories. Jess, you've never been depressed? Well, good for you, man. Good for you. Your life expectation bar is very low and you're always happy most of the time. Well, that's pretty lucky. I just accept it. When you go through like big life changes and whatever, you know, especially on the level of like separating with somebody who you've been with for a very long time, that has an impact on you. You know, my life was built around taking care of her, really. That was like a real core part of who I was. So now that's not what I am anymore. And it's just like, you know, adjusting to the new life, finding out what that's going to be like, and, you know, meeting different people, different things going on, different experiences, different way of living, all of it. Lasagna, I feel like I'm indebted. I don't feel like I'm indebted, but people care. So it's definitely, I don't feel like I have a fucking debt, you know? It's not like that. It's like if you realize your friends are worried about you and you go, oh shit, I didn't tell my friends that I'd be peacing out for a while. And given the circumstances where I've been talking about not feeling that great mentally and going through a bunch of stuff, you don't want them worrying about you. It's like that. It's one of those. But yeah, I'm pretty wiped out. Did a lot of traveling and it sucked up a lot of my energy. And I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. And some of the sleep that I did get was plagued by ridiculous nightmares even. So it's been a bit of a challenge. And that is a long way of saying that I'm going to wrap it up for tonight, boys. So I've hit my limit for the evening. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. We'll get back into the normal swing of things. I probably have a Magic News video coming out tomorrow. Probably talk about the problems with the Strixhaven release and then also that Marvel leak that happened. All right. So that's most likely where we'll be at. And then maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow night where we open up the food stuff. All right. So thanks for coming and hanging out. You guys have yourselves an awesome evening. And I will catch up with you guys again soon. All right. But for now, hello. Bum, bum, billy, boo. It's the Wonder Historian.